So, envision this. You are a concealed carry permit holder here in the state of New Jersey. You are legally carrying and exercising that Second Amendment right that we all know and love. You're on your way home from work and you get a call from your wife, spouse, whatever. You say, hey, let's go grab a bite to eat. Let's go meet somewhere. Let's go to our favorite restaurant. But your favorite restaurant serves alcohol. Are you allowed to carry in that establishment? And if you're not, what do you do with that firearm that you're currently carrying? That's what we're covering today. Concealed carrying in New Jersey with alcohol. Let's get to it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you didn't already know, my name's Jay Casa, and I am just a red-blooded American patriot living behind enemy lines, some would say, here in the state of New Jersey. And if you get value after watching this video, please smash that like button down below and also consider subscribing. We are building a tight-knit community here of people in blue states, specifically New Jersey, where we have to consistently and constantly protect and fight for and defend our Second Amendment right and our God-given right to defend ourselves, our family, and our property. So if that interests you, definitely hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to get weekly videos sent directly to you so you can stay up to date with what we're doing here. And in this video, I'm going to go over one specific part of the recent carry killer, so-called carry killer bill here in the state of New Jersey, and that is the fact that you are not allowed, according to them, to conceal carry in an establishment that serves alcohol. Now, after the Bruin decision, of course, many blue states and anti-2A states were in a frenzy trying to figure out any which way to continue to restrict law-abiding citizens from concealed carrying and exercising their Second Amendment right as a citizen of the United States. This obviously includes the state of New Jersey, who almost immediately came up with the so-called carry killer bill, which came up with 25 or so different quote-unquote sensitive locations where you still were not allowed to conceal carry legally. Now, it's going back and forth, and pro-Second Amendment establishments or organizations here in the state of New Jersey are fighting for our rights as we speak. And it's kind of up in the air right now, and that's what I wanted to go over because there's a bit of confusion. I see in the comment section a lot in our videos, people telling me that, oh, you are allowed now to carry in an establishment that serves alcohol. Is that true? Is that not true? Well, that's what we're going to go over right now. So first things first, let's go over the specific wording that's used in that statute of the carry killer bill. Quote, a bar or restaurant where alcohol is served and any other site or facility where alcohol is sold for consumption on the premises. Before I get started into my analysis here, I am not a lawyer. I'm just an idiot. Do not listen to me. This is not legal advice, okay? So based on that, can you carry in a restaurant that serves alcohol? Well, as of right now, like I said, we are trying to fight it, but as of right now, the answer is pretty simply no. Can you carry in a bar? No, absolutely not. So both of those places have liquor licenses. Not allowed. Now, this also obviously means that a liquor store is just fine because even though they're selling alcohol, it's not made to be consumed on the premises. So liquor stores are A-okay. Now, this would also include breweries, right? So just because they don't have a liquor license per se doesn't mean you're allowed to carry at a brewery. Where it can get a little tricky, though, is can you carry in a BYOB restaurant? So for analysis on this, let's go to our friend Evan Nappen, who is the go-to attorney for firearms-related stuff here in the state of New Jersey. Evan Nappen does have a podcast of his own, and in episode 157, he says this on the topic of BYOB restaurants. Of course, people say, well, what if it's bring your own? What if it's bring your own? Well, is alcohol being served there? Well, it's not any other site where it's sold for consumption on the premises, but that clause doesn't mean it has to be sold, even though the first part says where it's served only. If you have brought your own and you serve it to your spouse or you serve it to your guests, are you serving alcohol at the premises? I don't know, but I bet you don't want to become the test case for it. So look, folks, don't carry when there's booze there. I will say, Evan Nappen knows a million times more than me. But this, to me, does sound like a little bit of attorney speak, where he's erring on the side of caution. And you do have to err on the side of caution a lot of the times here in the state of New Jersey when it comes to firearms-related laws, because they're purposely vague just so they can get you and make an example out of you if they see fit. That being said, if you always erred on the side of caution, you would not be carrying really anywhere here in the state. So what I would say is follow your heart and do what's right. But one thing you should not be doing is consuming alcohol at all, no matter where you are, while carrying. Carrying a firearm is a huge responsibility, and Whether it's allowed or not, I would say it's not a good idea. It's a horrible idea, actually, to be consuming alcohol while carrying. I mean, so many things can happen. We all have been in the situation where we've had a bit too many. Don't even have a morsel of alcohol while carrying. Also, I clearly suggest staying away from bars as well as restaurants that serve alcohol with a liquor license. But when it comes to a BYOB, there's discrepancy. There's debate in regards to what you're allowed to do or not. Once again, purposely vague so they can make an example out of you and we don't know what to do. But a lot of people say that just because a restaurant takes wine or whatever that you brought as a customer and pours it for you does not mean that the restaurant is quote unquote serving you alcohol. It's up to you. Once again, follow your heart, do what's right, carry on where you see fit. Another question is, what do you do if you are concealed carrying and you get invited or something to go stop for a bite to eat at a restaurant or a bar, obviously serving alcohol there? What do you do with your firearm? Well, very simply, you should always have a sealed and locked case in your car that's secured to like a seat frame or something that you could leave your firearm in that case, lock it without any sort of worry at all. Get to the restaurant in the parking lot, take the firearm out, put it in the safe, lock it up, hide it under the seat, and you're good to go. That also includes if the establishment has valet parking. You are still allowed, as far as I know, I am not a lawyer, this is not legal advice, but as far as I know, you are allowed to lock the firearm in the case, hide it away from plain sight, and you will not be breaking any laws. Now, as you can see, this carry killer bill is a total unconstitutional law and bill that's trying to strip away the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens here in the state of New Jersey. We are constantly defending and protecting and fighting for our Second Amendment rights here, and you have to always make sure to support the organizations that fight for our Second Amendment for us. So the top two organizations I would say is ANJRPC as well as the CNJFO. So if you're not supporting members of those organizations, definitely check them out. They are fighting the good fight and making sure that we have the most possible ways to defend ourselves with a firearm using our Second Amendment right stated directly in the Constitution. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this specific sensitive place, bars and restaurants that serve alcohol. And what do you think about the carry killer bill in general? Where are we going? Where is it going from here? As always, appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you next time.